I'm a co-founder of parasts.lv as well as I'm a graphic designer. And I'm going to show you what we're doing for the last couple of months. We are building an application called Froont. With Froont you can make, in a very simple way, responsive websites. I'm going to show you what's the problem actually before I proceed. Yeah. So there were times when we had just one website and just one screen size, more or less. So, and it was fun, and it was cool, and everybody understood what's happening. Now we have this thing that it's not kind of really enough anymore because we have very tiny mobile screens and we have huge TVs, people browse internet on. So the solution is responsive web design. It's one of solutions, but I believe this is the future one. So you make one website and you make it adjustable, so it adjusts to each screen size, and it still looks the same. So it's kind of simple, right? But the problem is like how to make one. There are basically three pitfalls or problems with responsive websites. First, to be really responsive, it's not enough that your layout changes or your website simply adjusts to the screen size. For example, this is a tech hub, and you see that details actually are really blurry on if you watch on Retina displays or on new iPhones or new MacBooks. So it's going to be blurry. So another problem is that if you use old school approach, you have one huge image, and then usually it's downscaled, and it's really bad because it takes a bandwidth, and the website loads really slow. And at the end, it's like, how are you going to make it? Even if you like, if you're a designer, I'm a designer, I can't really make a responsive website. I can make design for a responsive website. If you're a coder, you still need somebody who is a designer, because at the end, it's not really a technical problem, it's a design problem, because you cannot just mathematically scale it down or up, so design changes. So yeah, that's where we go to Froont. I'm going to show you. Great. Okay. So yeah, just I'm going to show you. Yeah, responsive design basically means you can also check it on the ordinary screen, browser window, if you can resize it. Somebody knows how this thing works? Can you resize the window? Yeah, so at some point design changes and you can go further, I think, and the layout can change completely and design can change, and this is what Froont is about. And thank you.
With Froont, you can make mobile-friendly websites.
Yeah, so this is a demo. I decided to show you a video. So this is what a responsive website is about. Like the website works across all those screens, and this is how Froont looks like. You start with an empty screen, with an empty canvas, and then you design upon it. And that's one of the things what makes us unique. We are not template-based, so we are more in the direction of Photoshop or Illustrator. So we're aiming at designers and people who don't know how to code. We have a lot of small features which solve those problems what I told before. For example, you can use vector images right away. You just drag them in, and so you can scale them up or down. They're going to always be sharp. And on any screen size, even if in 2 years they're going to launch something new, it's still going to work. You can also make different fonts and go really crazy with it. Yeah, so the interface, it's really like the direction of Photoshop or designer tools, and this is one of the features what really makes Froont unique. You can right away in Froont see how the website is going to look on different screen sizes. So this is, I think, it's tablet or something, and you can see if your design breaks, you can change it right away. So you design it there in front, and it's also published already, and it's so it's all in one. There is no this division between Photoshop is for designing and then coders are for coding. It's just that one thing. Yeah, there's a bit of more of an example. So, yeah, so layout can change, and you can do a lot of stuff, and you can control it really visually. Coding really simple. Yeah, that's actually it. There's one more frame. Actually, yeah, this is another example of the interface, which is a bit more ready. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can visit Froont.com, and we are in very early alpha, and we are looking for funding. So if you know somebody we should talk to, or can introduce us to somebody, you're really welcome to come and talk. Thanks. Any questions?
I got two questions. First question is from video. I think web page is like static content. It's not like dynamic. Correct?
What do you mean by dynamic content?
Like for news page where news information comes seen and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everything. So it's not for two things. We're not making it like a blogging platform, which we have WordPress and other things for. And also, it's not for content where like news portals or something like this. But you still can make it. You still can add widgets. We have a kind of API. So basically, we can build widgets, and it can get Twitter feed and stuff like this. If you want to connect your own database to something, then I think you can code your own website as well.
And okay, our idea is like future thing, but what about present, like SEO and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think you can already see what's happening in the present. Like if you browse most of the websites, they're built with tools a couple of years ago. Either those tools are built sometimes even a bit more in the past, or even those freshly coded websites you can see on Retina displays, which are pretty new. They don't really work.
It's all cool, but what about SEO?
So it's the SEO is not really a problem. I mean, it's just doing stuff SEO needs, and
it's optimized for SEO.
Yeah, of course. It has sitemaps, and it has the right headers in the right places. So, I mean, that's the simple part. The complicated part actually is to deliver these different images to different devices and stuff, and make it automatic. So, and
what about fonts? You mentioned you have like crazy one fonts.
Yeah.
What do you use? Flash?
So, no. At the moment we use Google fonts, but we are in progress of using Typekit and other type foundries which are online. So basically they're going to work across also across all the browsers.
And languages? A lot of fonts don't have like Latvian special
That depends on fonts, and for example Typekit has a lot of fonts which are localized, but Google has really little fonts which are localized, so it really depends. You can choose what you want. And
no more questions, thank you.
The last question, does it mean you abandoned Bertha?
It's a next level of Bertha. It's those who don't know yet, Bertha is a very, very simple CMS we started a couple of years ago. But this is the problem we get. People want to have the mobile support, and they want to have this nice website also on the iPhones and everywhere. And with this old architecture, we can't support it, so that's why we're building Front. It's completely new, and it's going to be very mobile friendly.